Hello and welcome everyone to this week's Ticket Time Tuesdays. I'm Marco,
And this is Julio.
and today we're going to be talking about the new It trailer, as well as the new War for the Planet of the Apes trailer that came out a few days ago. We're going to go ahead and start with It first, since that's what it's the most hyped, I guess. People are trying to hear about that one a lot. Um, so, what are your first thoughts, Julio?
Well, I, I heard about the reboot, I guess, the make for the It a long time ago. Like it was like,
About a year,
no, even
maybe
more than that.
a year
Like
and a
at
half.
least 10 or
What? Really?
yeah, like I can't. And I was like always like, okay, are they finally gonna do it? Are they gonna do it? And then when I finally saw that Instagram post, I think last year, when they had the actual like Hollywood scene, they had the It, I was like, oh, finally gonna do it, and it just came out so unexpectedly. Like the teaser trailer came out with they're on the sewage and the thingy, and then the trailer came out, and I was like, oh my god,
Yeah,
I
the,
mean,
the the first clip that they showed. You're talking about that one,
yeah,
right?
that was good. That
Yeah,
was,
I heard about the remake maybe 2 years ago.
mhm.
They were in the talks or whatever
Yeah,
of maybe they're gonna do it, and I was excited. I was like, damn, they should do it. I'm not a big fan of
hmm
reboots, but this one looked like it could be interesting. So I was like, yeah, let's go
Stephen
ahead.
King himself said that they did
A
an
fan,
awesome
yeah,
job.
fantastic job. Yeah. What scared me the most from the very first one was the fact that Pennywise looked like a normal clown.
Yeah,
So it adds that fear of any clown you see out there can be it. That's what made my fear of clowns grow,
yeah,
because I always thought, if this normal looking clown like Pennywise can be this demon, then any type of clown that I see at a circus or at a
right.
party can be that. So that's why I got terrified of clowns. So this movie, like, it not traumatized, but it stuck with me
Right.
since the first time I saw it all the way to now. And I love that movie. I've watched it trillions
Like
of
a
times.
thousand times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like people make fun of how it looks now, but according to the producers and all that, they're basing it off the actual book, like the clown, the original.
Mhm.
He was based off just any regular clown. But this one, the new one, is actually going to be based on the actual novel, how they describe it, which is very medieval and very
I've
cool.
never actually read the book, but I heard it's a good read.
Yeah, I haven't read the book either because I don't get time for that.
I like
Thick
reading,
book,
but it's
thick book.
it's really big.
But yeah, they said they described him the way he looks now, like the actual clown.
And that's what changed about this new remake, because the first one they
It was
made it.
loosely based on,
Well, I'm not. Wait, what?
but like loosely based on it, like they weren't adapting it from page to page. But
Really?
apparently now they're gonna adapt the actual like it's actually because they know how they gave based on the novel. Like they're gonna actually
Yeah, the last one they said the same thing.
yeah, but this one's gonna be actually like things that are how this was in this.
The thing that I like about this one is they're gonna make it a two-part
Oh
movie.
yeah,
So they're gonna show this movie is
but the kid,
is only about the kids, and the one from the, what was it, the 80s, I
it
think.
was like flashbacks and this and that.
Well, no, it showed when they were kids, but then it also showed them when they were adults.
Yeah,
So they squeezed those two movies basically into just one. Yeah, the last one they made it more of a suspense movie. It had that suspense feel to it. It wasn't more of like a you're watching a horror movie. It was more of you're watching just a suspense movie. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
And then this trailer shows a darker, a more
edgy.
horror, a more edgy type of film. And even the way that Pennywise looks, the one before he looked like a normal clown.
Mm-hmm.
This one he looks like a psychopath. It's not much of a I'm gonna scare this little kid. It's more of like
I'll be
I'm
friends
gonna
with
I'm
him.
gonna be friendly
Yeah,
and make him come with me. So I don't know if they're gonna incorporate that into this
you
film
think
of
so?
like I'm luring kids instead of just scaring them. Because in the last one, the way that the kids disappear is because he made himself look like a clown so that he could lure kids to like so he can eat them or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're gonna make it
Because
like
in the
that in
last
this
one, he
one.
was actually gonna go down and he put his hand to get the boat, but then he like yanked him and like ah.
Yeah, that's when he like ate him.
So yeah, because you're right when he was like, "Hey Georgie, is this about?"
Yeah, and then he's like, "How about a balloon? They all float down here." And then so the kid was like ooh, a balloon. So he got lured.
Oh,
Yeah, and so this one, I feel like he's gonna be like, I'm scary, so I don't know.
because in the last one, because this little kid got scared when the little Emma Bird popped up. Like in the last one, he just popped up. And he was like, "Oh, it's a clown," because he looks like a clown.
Hmm.
Although I'll be like, "Why are you doing that there, clown?" You know, like clowning around down there.
He clowning him around.
Clowning around.
So
No pun intended. And I like
and
how
I like that. The remember the curfew at 7 p.m.
how there are just kids missing.
Yeah, because it makes you feel like the whole
Now
town's
that scene with the
aware of.
library. See, there if you plot. Well,
Yeah, I'll
there's
pause it.
a remember that movie with the because in the old movie it was when he was like a grown man in the library. Remember with all the balloons. So I'm not sure if they're taking that. Are they basing it off of that, or maybe in the book he's actually a little kid where he sees the balloons? And I mean, even looking at a balloon randomly,
Yeah, it's a really scary.
that's how balloons sometimes come because of it.
I like the shots of the curfew at 7 p.m. and the way that they put the signs on the post and everything
Yeah.
because it makes you know that the whole
That
town's
sounds-
aware of that something's out there, but people just don't know. Oh, I love the claws things, and then I love that too. The zombies coming out because he takes form of what scares you the most. Kind of like in the old movie when the guy when he made himself look like a werewolf. Yeah, kind of like that. Like he turns himself into what makes you what you're afraid of.
But when they're all together, it's just a clown.
Yeah. So now we're gonna be talking about War for the Planet of the Apes.
The first one was the Rise of the Planet, right?
Yeah, that's the second one was Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. So the first one is Rise because it was basically the origin of how the apes became smart, and that was the
This is
Alzheimer's
my favorite
cure.
movie of the all. Well, from the both that we've seen.
Yeah, from both of them, I love the first one better. The second one was Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which is how the world is. It's years after Rise of the Planet of the Apes, but it gives you an image of how the world changed.
Right.
So humans are becoming, um, less. How do you say it? Like the population of humans became like it decreased, and then the population of apes became bigger.
I mean, I don't want to be. I don't want to sound too like peaceful, but I feel like with their intelligence and our intelligence, we can just make a better world working together as it is than just fighting over a planet.
Yeah, I like how you said that because in this trailer, the way that the dude says, I don't know his name, I don't know the character's name, but you know who I'm talking about, the bald guy.
Yeah.
He says that um, with the loss of nature, eventually the apes are going to beat the humans. So eventually, the planet is going to be run by apes. That's what he's saying, and that's the reason why he's fighting to basically make the apes extinct. That's his reason for fighting because he doesn't want. He knows that eventually, if the apes keep getting smarter and smarter, they're going to become the how do you say it the superior race.
Right.
So he knows the humans are doomed, and that's what he's fighting for. He's fighting for humans to stay alive and to kill the apes. But I feel like Caesar, he's has the mentality that you just said.
Yeah.
He's saying that humans and apes can live together in peace.
Which I feel like the whole world can. I feel like it's a secret message or something, but
Yeah, I feel like that's the same way from instead of apes and humans, it's just races within
religion.
humans.
I feel like it's not even much about race. Much. It's a big part, but I feel like it's the religion and the money. It's the religion, money, and power. Like
Yeah.
people are just too greedy. Like people, it just came to a point where life is not about living; it's about what you have and who you are.
Yeah, we
It's not
can.
about
It's
living
basically
anymore.
we can all live together as one, and that's what Caesar is trying to let the humans know that he's not there
Conquer.
to conquer. He's there to live within, like as a community. With Caesar knows there's more of a purpose for their existence now. Oh, I love that when he says, "I did not start this war. I'm the only reason why I'm fighting is to protect." Oh, I love that so much.
Okay. There's times that we need to abandon our humanity.
In order to save humanity. In order to save humanity.
But
But
the moment we stop caring for each other and for other living things is when we lose our humanity. Which
yeah,
it's what he's saying, but are we actually saving it? Because okay, yeah, the humans right here. And I want to go deep in this. if they kill the apes, who are they gonna hit after? There's always gonna be some other human who has a different point of view, and it's always gonna be a war. It's like no matter what we do in this living, like there's always gonna be a big ass man that says this and that and doesn't agree with somebody else, and they're gonna fight. They're gonna, you know what? Where's the end of it? It's not gonna be an end of it.
Yeah, but I think what he was saying is like um it, he knows what makes us human is like caring about each other, right? He knows that we're uniting ourselves to be humans, and in order to save that unity as humans, he has to lose what makes him human, which is like caring about taking lives or whatever. So he has to not care about the morals, I guess, and become an animal and kill off this race, which are the apes, so that way he can save what like the humans' unity. That that's what he's trying to say. Like he's like, I have to not think as a human and think more of like, I'm gonna protect my race. We should just learn how to live with it, with everyone, no hate. And that's
We are
what
the
Caesar wants
world.
here. He just doesn't want the
We
hate.
are the children.
He doesn't want the hate with apes and humans. He wants to live with them as one in the
I wonder if this is
world.
the last movie though.
Probably is. Well, maybe
This is already a trilogy, right?
they're gonna do the Planet of the Apes, like the reboot of Planet of the Apes. Yeah, my rating for it is 5 stars out of 5. What do you give the trailer for it?
For it, I give it a 4 to 5 because it did scare me, but I kind of wanted more.
Well, it's just a trailer though. It's a teaser. I feel like if they just released teasers, they would make the people want to see the movie more. Because once they release the trailer, they're gonna show the
The
plot.
biggest mistake of all was Superman vs. Batman.
Oh, with Doomsday, yeah. And I hate that. I hate that trailers do that. So that's why I give the teaser 5 stars out of 5, because it gives you that sense of horror that the movie's gonna have, and
Even the teaser for the teaser was really good.
yeah, and
And
for War for the Planet of the Apes, I think I also give it a 5 out of 5. The build up to it is what people wanted to see. How it is that the apes became the rulers of Earth or whatever. And so I like this. I like the trailer. It shows that Caesar is fighting, not fighting to conquer, but fighting to protect because he wants to live with the humans. But the humans are like, screw you. This is our planet. We're the superior race. Well, that wraps up this episode of Ticket Time Tuesdays. I want to thank everyone for listening and watching this episode. Tune in this Friday. We're going to be showing Fright Night Fridays.
we're going to be discussing Everybody's Nightmare Clowns.
Oh, it's going to be so good. I'm so excited for this episode. This episode upcoming for Fright Night Fridays. So any of you that are fans of anything paranormal or anything scary, please tune in to Fright Night Fridays. Each week we're going to be talking about different topics. We're going to be telling our own experiences, stuff like that, real life cases, other people's experiences.
So leave a comment down below if you have any paranormal activity that you want us to discuss, talk about, or even if you have a story to tell, leave it in the comment section and we'll go ahead and discuss it on our Friday Night Friday.
Or if you would much rather use Facebook, you can find us at facebook.com/the Babble Podcast. There we put up news from anything from our podcast show to Ticket Time Tuesdays to Fright Night Fridays, which is again coming out this Friday, which I'm very excited about. I also encourage people to leave comments on our videos, from anything that we talked about that you agree with us or you disagree with us. Leave those comments down below. Let's build a conversation down there. So thank you all again for listening to this segment, Ticket Time Tuesdays. I'm Marco, and this is Julio, and we'll see you next episode.